Hey everybody, I just wanted to go ahead and thank you again for taking this survey. I know it was kind of short notice for me to give you guys something like this, but I genuinely do appreciate you taking it so that I get the feedback that I need so that I know what I need to do better in the future. For the survey, I asked the four following questions. What am I doing correctly as a content creator? What is something that I can work on in order to be better at streaming? Is there anything that you think is shitty about me or my brand? Be honest. And is there anything you'd like to see from me in the future? What types of content do you enjoy, and what can I do to upgrade? In order for me to cover as much as I possibly can with this video, we're going to break things down question by question. I encourage you to go ahead and pause on the screen once you see the answers to the questions, so that way that you can go ahead and just read through them yourselves. Going through all 31 replies on each question is actually going to make this video too long. After going over each question, I plan on summarizing things the best of my ability and just kind of pointing out the actual points of interest from each question. Starting off with question number 1, what am I doing correctly as a content creator? Now, this would be the opportune time for you to actually pause the video and read some of these responses. After looking through the responses for question 1, I'm beginning to notice some trending words. You guys think that I'm funny, I have good viewer engagement, I'm entertaining, I've got good graphical polish in my scenes and overlays, I'm informative, I'm helpful, and I've got top-notch interaction. These are excellent things. I need to know these things. I need to know what I'm doing well, and thank you for telling me. I'd like to give a huge personal shout out to the person that said, breathing. Thank you for being a monumental fucking idiot. Let's go ahead and jump into question 2. What is something that I can work on in order to be better at streaming? Again, if you want to read the answers here, feel free to pause. Let's break down some things that I need to work on. Positivity, negative attitude, toxicity, controlling my tilt, and perhaps the inclusion of a webcam while in raid. No, I'm not making Elephant Mod or VIP, fuck off with that shit, and yes, I love titties, they're pretty great. Being positive is not something I've always been very good at. It's something that I struggle with personally, and it's something that shouldn't necessarily be part of the stream. Containing tilt is just Tarkov related, that is something I'm also trying to work on, but as most of us know, it's not the easiest thing in the world, with Tarkov being Tarkov. Toxicity is part of the brand, guys. I talk shit. I talk a lot of shit to people. And yes, maybe sometimes I'm a little too toxic, and if I am, just yell at me. It's something else that I can work on as well. Now, mentioning the inclusion of a webcam. Given my current build of my PC, I cannot support having a webcam run while I'm streaming while in raid. It causes too much of an FPS drop, as well as a frame drop inside of OBS. I've looked into fixes for this before, I've even made commands on it in Nightbot, I've described it multiple times. Ultimately, I would love to have a webcam in raid. I would love to have a green screen to go with it, but given my current rig, it's not something that I can currently support. In the future, this will be happening. Question 3. Is there anything that you think is super shitty about me or my brand? Be honest. Fucking pause this shit right now so you can read it. In question 3, I noticed a lot of people are basically saying, no, there's nothing that they don't find shitty about me or my brand. The problem being with that is, I'm openly seeking constructive criticism here, guys. You don't have to sugarcoat things. If there's something you don't like, please do tell me. Just to point out a couple things I did see here, the presence of immature notifications. I have a lot of really dumb notifications, the man riding a shrimp, fucking sex, I got a lot of stupid shit. They're all there for a reason. They're all something that I enjoy, something that I find funny, something that a lot of people find funny. The numerous times that people tell me that my sub sound is hilarious and that they love it, pretty frequent, it happens a lot. Other times, I belittle players for their playstyle, and I call them pussies, or they're corner camping bushwookies, or something stupid like that. And that falls back into the toxicity category of question 2. It's something I'll try and work on. Adding here that maybe I should be more tactical during my gameplay, and that me dying all the time isn't necessarily enjoyable as the viewer. Those of you that have watched me a long time know that I'm very aggressive. I play super quick, I like to think on my toes, I like to get in the faces of my opponents, and I like to rush down teams. I understand from a viewer's perspective, me dying a lot is probably not enjoyable, but this is the way that I enjoy playing the game the most. And I can't really change how I play the game without me adversely not liking the game as much as I would have any other way. But I promise that I'll try and slow things down a little bit and be a little more tactile with my decisions in the future. Bitbot is brought up here. Bitbot is the #1 contributor to my streaming income. As a full-time streamer, I cannot get rid of Bitbot. Bitbot actually contains more than 70% of my accumulative income every time I get paid, as well as maybe I'm just overall too arrogant. Big shout out to the pun here of my toilet bowl. And if your favorite colors aren't purple and pink, well, tough shit. And finally, question 4. Is there anything you'd like to see from me in the future? What types of content do you enjoy? What can I do to upgrade? I'm hoping at this point you're actually pausing and actually reading some of these responses, but I'm not your dad. I can't fucking tell you what to do. This is what I'm starting to see here in question 4. Streamer event engagement, happiness and self-care. Maybe play some other games. Maybe make some more videos. Maybe upgrade your PC a little bit. In regards to streamer event engagement, there are tournaments that are held by some streamers that will ask other streamers to be a part of that tournament. I participated in these a few months ago and actually ended up winning it. I would love to collaborate with other streamers to make more events like this, because it's fun and it's a great way to mesh communities with other streamers and just get everybody's name out there so that we can all help each other out. Happiness and self-care. Again, this is something that we talked about. I'm not always the most happy person. I'm really not. And when I'm having a bad day, you can tell I'm having a bad day. And I know that that adversely affects me and my content. I promise, as we go further down the line for the rest of the year, I'm going to try and focus on this specifically as one of my main growing points. This is something that I've been trying to work personally for a long, long time, and it's about time that I get it done. Is it ever going to go away? Am I always going to have these bad days? Sure. I'm only human. It makes sense too. But if I can reduce the number of bad days that I do have, then things are going to be a lot better overall. The unfortunate thing about being a full-time streamer is, especially when you're a much smaller full-time streamer, is you don't really have the leeway to play games other than your niche game. Right now, I am settled in the niche market of Escape from Tarkov. So if I were to take a day and go play something else, yes, people would still come and hang out. They'd still come watch, but I would lose a majority of my viewership because I'm not playing the games that people want to see me play. People want to see me play Tarkov, and if I'm not playing Tarkov, they're going to watch somebody else that's playing Tarkov. I've actually made a vow recently about more videos. Going forward, every single Sunday I'm taking off. That's just a personal health thing that lets me clear my head. It lets me get my projects worked on that I want to get working, and today's the first Sunday that I've had off. So I've been able to actually do a lot of productive things today. So moving forward, expect actual video releases pretty regularly because I'll be working on them when I'm not streaming, and I'll have a whole day dedicated to them on the weekends. I talked earlier in the video about upgrading my PC. I actually did get a job again, so I will be working part-time on the side as well as streaming full-time. The reason I did this is so that I can make my stream self-investing. I don't want to be living on this proverbial financial red line to where I'm always worried about my finances because of my streaming income. I shouldn't put that on you guys, nor should I expect you guys to pay my bills for me. That was ignorant of me, and I do apologize for that. That being said, now that I do have this job, I'll be able to hopefully afford my bills a little easier, and I won't have to make the stream such a primary way for me to make money. The money that comes in from streaming, from the tips, the donations, the subs, all the generosity that you do send towards me, that can actually be self-investing. I can actually start putting that towards the upgrades that I need, towards the parts that I need, towards the things that you guys want to see. So thank you again for that. Hopefully this job helps resolve some of the issues that I've had. Alrighty guys, so that about covers everything that I wanted to discuss with this survey. If you're watching this and you haven't followed my Twitch channel yet, I would really appreciate it if you swung by sometime and gave me a chance to earn your viewership. Regardless, taking Sunday off was actually great today. I got a shitload of work done and it feels really good to be productive, and that level of productivity is good for my mental health as well. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good. So anyway guys, thank you again. Thank you for all of you that took the survey, even the assholes that kind of just fucking memed around a little bit. Thank you everybody. I appreciate all the results that I did get. I love being able to hear these things back and be able to know what I need to work on in order to be better at. So thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow.